Hi guys, it's me, Strong Earth Creations, and for today's video, it's going to be a tutorial on a crochet messenger bag using any type of granny square that you would like. So this is a fairly beginner-friendly project since the base of the bag itself is only using one stitch, and a granny square can be at whatever skill level that you would like. So I'm going to insert like a little montage of a bunch of inspo for granny squares that you might want to make. And if you do end up recreating this bag, please make sure to tag me on Instagram at Strong Earth Creations. I would love to see your guys' end products, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. And here's some inspo. Before finishing your granny square, on the bottom row where you want the button to be, I chained two, skipped 2 stitches, and continued on like normal, so go ahead and make a little buttonhole. Now that we have our granny square, let's get into the tutorial. So for the base of my bag, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook, but you can just use whatever hook coincides with the granny square that you made. And then we're going to count the top stitches of our granny square to figure out the chains that we need to do for the base of the bag. So each corner counts as 1 stitch, so I have 2 corners and then 24 stitches at the top, so mine came out to a total of 26 stitches for the base of my bag. Get whatever yarn you're using and let's do a slip knot. And then we're just going to chain up the amount of stitches that we had for the top of our granny square, so I will be chaining 26 and then plus 1 for our turning chain. There's that plus 1 for a total of 27, and then the stitch we'll be using is a half double crochet. So in the second chain from hook, do 1 half double crochet. I'm showing you slowly so that if you don't know the stitch you can try and learn it. And just do 1 half double crochet in each chain all the way down. I will have a total of 26 half double crochets. Once you finish your last stitch, go ahead and chain 1, turn your work, and continue doing 1 half double crochet in each stitch. We will be doing 3 total rows of half double crochet. So after this row, go ahead and do 1 more row of half double crochets. Here is what our project should look like so far, 3 rows of half double crochet. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a stitch marker in that last stitch just to mark it. And then we're going to be working on the side of our bag. We're going to insert our hook and try and find 3 places to put a stitch in because we had 3 rows of half double crochet, so we need 3 stitches on the side. So go ahead and insert 3 half double crochets onto the side of your bag in whatever spot fits for you. Continuing to work in the round, just do 1 half double crochet in each of your starting chains once again. So I will have 26 stitches on this side. Next I'm going to do the 3 stitches for the side, so 3 half double crochets into the side. And you'll soon see I will also be putting a stitch marker into that last stitch just so I can keep track of the first and last stitch of the row. Because we will be working continuously in the round, I like just having an idea of where my first and last stitches started. Now that the first row is over, just continue doing half double crochets all the way around in the continuous round for as many rows as you like, and then I will show you how to switch colors. After a few rows, your project should look like this, and then don't forget to turn it right sides out so that the stitches are facing the right side. And now we're going to be working on switching colors. So when your bag is folded in half, you should see where you kind of want your seam to be. So on that last stitch, you're only going to do it halfway, cut off your yarn, and then grab your new color yarn, and finish off the stitch with the new color. Just like that. And then continue on doing half double crochets just like you were before until you want to switch colors again. Here I'm just showing you if you want to switch every one row instead of a few like I'm doing, I would recommend leaving your seam on the first stitch of the last row. So as you can see, this is a different bag. I used to do it the stitch before, but then I started doing it on the stitch from the first row and it looked a lot more seamless. But other than that, once you finish and want to change again, just do the exact same thing by only finishing your stitch halfway, taking your new color and finishing the stitch, and then continuing on with your rows. Go ahead and continue this and keep crocheting until you reach the height that you would like your bag to be, and meet me back when you're ready to attach the granny square and start the straps. Here is my finished base. I made it a little longer than the granny square so it has something to fold over onto with some leftover room. And now we're going to work on attaching the granny square to our bag. Count out that first amount of stitches that we used for our starting chain. So mine is 26. I'm counting out 26, figuring out where I need to attach my granny square, slip stitching into that stitch, chaining 2, and we're going to be doing double crochets to attach it. So you start the double crochet, you yarn over and pull through 2, but before you yarn over and pull through the second 2, insert your hook into your granny square and finish off the stitch that way. This attaches it while also finishing a stitch, making it tall enough to fold over. And just do this for every stitch all the way across the top of that granny square. After finishing that row, slip stitch into the next stitch, and now we'll be working on the straps. We will have 3 rows for the straps, so after slip stitching, go ahead and chain as long as you would like your strap to be. Make sure it is not twisted at all, and then slip stitch into the other side of the bag where that first stitch was. Slip stitch into the next stitch to the left of that one, and single crochet all the way down your chain. Once you've reached your last stitch, don't finish it off all the way, only do it halfway, and then into the next stitch on your bag, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through to finish the stitch. Slip stitch into the next stitch, and continue single crocheting into your strap. Once again, once you reach your last stitch, do it halfway, go into the next stitch in your bag, insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through the remaining part of your stitch. One more time, slip stitch into the next stitch, and single crochet all the way down your strap. We're just about done. On your last stitch, do it halfway, and then to finish off, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then you can go ahead and cut your yarn, chain 1, and pull through. Then go ahead and sew in your ends, and there is our bag so far. All we have left to do is add the button. I chose a button that was big enough for me to put my yarn needle through, so that way I can use the same yarn that I crocheted with to have a more seamless match. And then we're just going to cut a long piece of yarn to sew it on, line up your button where you want it to be, and then go in from the inside of the bag and start attaching the button. Make sure to leave a tail on the inside to tie together and sew in, and then just go ahead and wrap your yarn around a few times. I think I did around 3 or 4. To secure your button, cut off the excess, tie your 2 tails into a double knot, and sew in your ends. Your messenger bag is finally finished, it's fully functional, and you're ready to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.